Eyo bisiafo ya da mo asese mo atwen ya me adan ye ho akwa aba na afi ye de Ghana nkomo no ba beto asama mo ma menye birthday nkamu mienu quick emfa emfi mu na afi ye nto aso emfa emfi ho. Belated happy birthday to Ruth Okoba GC of Advanced Ghana Savings and Loans Agboglushi branch Nyame Inshrawo. And still belated happy birthday to Joseph Asensuchim from Forget the Rest Group, wishing you long life and prosperity. And belated one again, belated 7th birthday to Nana Efriye Ousia Ansa of Royal Beginners Academy, Udome Runabout, from your auntie Nadia and your mother Susie Kwakupome, and all the family. Their prayer is that you grow to become a woman of substance. So, pretty Nana Efriye, grow in wisdom, in grace, in favor, and in stature. Ninyina yo chefawate matiti birthday nefi wabedwafo atena se dada. Edi ni kubofo bia wo mu omo ko Easter koje wo manipe ene bi munya maaye ofaya wasaneta no wakam yenim se woko sehwia onya medue ye hwe ne kwan sisi Honorable Daniel Nikwata Titus Glover, a former MP Tema East, former Deputy Minister for Transport, CCA Ogusua or Kwaproba was say woman no kwan abatu ya wo mo constituency DRC national no wo mo ebema no aye MPP national organizer watena say and CBHN Chief Baini, a deputy national organizer Emma NDC Amanyoko no era no watena CD ene ene nkomo aye be di ofa daily guide enim ha nipa nsia mfonyin de da ha ya brambram wo manim kakra de na asem na nkasa nso eda ho se enipa ensia se de o chense wo mo ye nsemondifo kopem se court be ka ne pendwan se wo mo nsemondifo awudifo no ye be ka se yesusu se wonum ye nsemondifo ana se wo mo eye awudifo kronobodie ye se wo mo yese wo mo ye akromfotachi amwa eni akroma chen wo mo chom se wo ntaba na wotu eye ni howo na akroma de ko se wodi tu ne se kan gina won so kro de begina na chese me na wo se wo mo ye iron robbers nti wo mo ye iron robbers armed robbers eno no sa eni yese wo mo eya sisi wo makwa akodi deposit for ensemwe eno achi the insight the obokrata no ono so ne den na wo kan wo se oru ato forcing eno wo se nti covid sikai susu ampa se obia ntimi emfira ban mu me ehu se sika ne sei ne ediye adani a wo se a na no fotosanfo de a wo de betu dwa enko mampani so de a wo de betu dwa enko enti hwan na eka no kre no enti ese Auditor General eye emu enhwehwemu wadwen ye wo sen e wo ho afei the daily dispatch ono so e de aba asin north by election ye say ebeye say pinso enye asem keto a wo ho enkoye se obi ebenya no easy se si ayi de high court any appeal court asem no kan ye no eno an da so ejina brane say there be owura no ofiri hafiri enti wontumi enye mrahye bedwani wa ase north man nyeye ye na anu wonum de court supreme court a court ba tan no nipa num adwen ko benkromu na mienu nso ete wo ho no eye se wo mu nkyerɛkyerɛ amamra no de etoso aduakunu 9428 no se eka sɛn se ye se obi ufiri ha untumi ni ade wo Ghana wonum enkyerɛkyerɛ mu ene wonum kyerɛkyerɛ mu ema eno nso ekoye se papa yi ufiri ha enti sɛde mmara ne ka no kopem sɛ wapidi ya wo kono apidi no hu aye beba no enyina ba bia ada enye wo ho emfrɛ wo ho enne suban ne ye bia di sɛ woyɛ mmrahye bedwani emomafo a wonum ewo asennof wei ene enkomo ano pɛi ye ba bedi ye ma wura no mafihyiapa na fe ye nto aso me wura no ma mo afihyiapa afi
aneba ni na o
mentam kese afi aneba
wala ke bomotwe wala ye
minka se chia ana omani aba
na twi
minya abotre
okay mafio na twi
okay
ogaga jeshishi
we dey mood
akpebo
okay
wodi nkran na hyasie
okay
enti mame mfa nkran ne ma wakɔ aba ewo nkran kasa no
awa mu mame akɔ aba
ewo nkran kasa no
okay okay yenko
ze de bia twi ne yeka
ai
na o ka se afihyiapa no
na me san se
afiso afi nkom beto yen
Okay.
afi aya ne ba ni na ho
Okay.
afi benene ni wo fe wo gbomotwe wale
Okay.
ni wote wo hia fe ne ke ni ameka ne se afi sese na yetinkwam
Amen.
na yakoye nim sensei
Amen.
se na me huma kuntai yebese hunu saa ni obi bia all the Vesper Media Group obi biara ene oso no ankasa na se na wose gina mu yi afi se na wako nim sensa
Amen.
na mafio ya
Misha ona eno no nenye so no meji so say.
Oh, inye chibo.
Inye chibo. Okay.
Mafio.
Okay. Me anso mafio pa last week ye.
Inye chibo wa denje.
Chief. Oh, I was in the metu market binti. Into fan confuse me da. Hey, Abijapa.
I think come to him. I visit say na yetinkom.
Amen.
Sana ye won kwan ye wadi nyina.
Okay. Amen. Say fie boko.
Fie boko.
Now the Easter no way. Who did ni say?
Last week me buy no. Me catch the Easter mpere mko ye survey bi wo Eastern region kwa utu.
Oh, really? Me refi.
Because me pere me hwe one population no me multi Easter record in terms of after COVID. How are you?
What Ghana Statistical Service na ejuma?
Oh no, it's for investment purposes.
Oh, seriously?
Easter no, the way Uncle when you do Sunday, Monday na. Eba here Central, and I the Batema, Greater Accra, Hana, the Bohune. Na mpanu nyina ye busy. One hour hotels wo 1 hour tornado. In fact, go for patronize.
Okay.
And you know me gura me ofren a juma bi wo foma. Me gather data, me dey convince him that if it's time for us to create an artificial beach.
In the last week, okay.
You know, that was why I went there.
Okay, okay, great. Akwaba. Honorable, so I probably where we
so far.
Still, Libya came.
I have 4 regions.
Wow.
My year total of 172
constituencies.
Okay. And get 177. But Manko Boku Central, Busiga, me call Western North, Western Central no. Mantimi anye Upper Deja West there so. Mantimi anye a wing. Ewo Western North. There so no ye Central region, the northern part of the Central region. And the Amenfi Central, Manso. But so far so good. So far so good. Make sure and be you for executive nyam go to more nyina. And there's this assurance and nyame adom na ye two constituency region here. On pipe some sabeka. And so baby koni nyina no. Yeah. Me catch me penyu for say about what the two akonya to say ya. Na se ye pre ho a. Yenka kasa eyede yenka kasa ebeji ebe na bona yotwe ebe kaya bom.
Okay.
Man yenka nsem adi mpapemu ene atem debi yemfa ne nye amanyusem. And me come de me masem na meka what I want to do as a national organizer. And these organizers, you need a political somebody with a political experience, political maturity, obi okita the competence nimdiano in the political space, you know, obi a what holding roles, leadership skills, you know, and the competence na de beboa amejuma na former juma enye soro juma former juma nti beba form ne anu nyina no de abeye juma ba semba ko na ba ko menu ampese betenetew me call rounds no my emergency bibi a me hu a omampeni eni na ban eye ewo kroma no mebo hu dewro. The last time we call Boa me senior road minister Honorable Kwesi Amakwata me be about friend saying model schools na musi ewo achim abomusu.
Okay.
Yeah, and idea effect a super far bigger than the E-blocks, you know. Even though E-blocks no ba say be complement their infrastructure are lacking, no. Which model school na ya no. Idea the super into me do say area hono chief. E kwan ye wo no hu a woni beji cocoa roads, large cocoa roads. a fabino na ye nwumre at the point no once ye a concrete road e wo kwa no e fa baabi na wo kɔ w'anim a na no so ne ye the normal bitumen road e wo people no so e di sanea e di aba na manage say government is committing colossal amount of money ye dey fixing roads e wo cocoa growing areas no na wo do dade so so aman na wo de wani e kire enchi awina eno so contractor de sekwan so a wa grade kwan so a wa ramp so a aka ayi e fa say bitumen na any chip side be go so na aye more trouble. There are a lot of bridges omo here kwan so and I think say it's commendable honorable Makwata wa ya dia menieji any his excellency the president. Okay. Yeah, me wo how bebre how ane wo no mesremo ye amanyo sema ye sabi obi antumi support bia ba ko wo benkum ene ba ko nifa na mo journalist ne bi no mesremo despite media minimum ye adwuma check as far back 2008 2009 ena masa kwa masa bebio na mo gentleman fe no di ahinkan ogina ha minim no.
Oh, now so near ye Juma chai, near me uncle can over feature. Aha, into the fashion free and
my boy, touch on it. My brother, Father Dixon.
Oh, Father,
enemy Frere Kwame Susu Ebona man. Okay. I mean, if he's supporting an Abi, I don't have a problem. But to take the platform to attack me on his behalf.
Said, baby, I would have gone.
Aha, so can we video so?
Oh, we just said, oh, they too many things. Can we get Mr.
Menbekunkoha?
Medawas.
Oh, Jina Minele.
Mr.
Indele.
Mr. Pacho. Mr. Pacho, Yebekan if thank you, Medasipa. Chief, now one EIU reporting.
EIU report.
Economic Intelligence Unit.
What's that?
Oh, movie. Oh, be there and fancy.
More patching.
Sir, what can send baby, but back home or kind of farm when they say 2024 might be a good year for you, but not with Mahama. Oh,
I see. Or a research or
is that their yearly or quarterly review or modebano?
President Mahama is a possible candidate for the NDC.
Okay.
And you know, also I done research in Okadamasem. As academicians in year two researching.
Okay.
Rather, we try and look at one.
About 13th, you know, it's part of their 5-year forecast for Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we'll look at the methodology, have veracity, and then we can now do what we ought to do.
But I wouldn't me you, and now what's your monk?
Oh, minimum power.
Okay.
Minimum power. And I'm saying that one way you my and I was that to go.
Okay.
A MRP na Nkrofu Ejuma no do to go. Obe depend on one among able to.
Okay.
Or yeah, either as a group or as an individual.
Okay.
And you know, well, it tells you, it gives you a clear indication that President Mahama Suson or yeah, Obia leading na Kochiri in terms of Ebia about 2 hour order in him. Jatima mechanics.
Until the more candidate, nya dia mo hwe hokra.
Oh, that so no, asema obeka na ebe hwe asenkama. Your friend Nkrofu akeke ahwe November Juma. And it is their right, then ones who over chair when I drink, but on your honor, Yakubu, I shall to. Aha, you know, Yate, you ever heard one cratin now? I put to be my fan, not more self fatana or there and so on. I think that is Mamotu Maka,
okay. Thank you. The chief will become from one. What's in a simple chief? And also, I diplomatic. Well, I've not seen yours. Well, I'll say by once you are the ruling government, I'll say by the end of the year, dollar neighbor hit 7 cities. I think 7.87 Ghana cities. And I'll say that it will get the city will get worse.
There are two protagonists in this political space.
Okay.
MPP and DC.
Okay.
And
so who can about maybe say about Otono and what can Otono positively. Also a positive almost say so their candidate is a possible candidate.
The most important thing in that document is that the National Democratic Congress is a possible party to take over the affairs.
I was looking at it from two positive sides.
That's a big joke.
Oh,
that's a big joke.
You call it a joke?
It's not part of the topic. I gave you the chance. We are marketing Moma sanitary so market LPG kakra. Open your car about why fish up. I don't go to Shiana.
Ayema.
Eja.
I mention million paying for no more share.
I need a full class.
Mawole
Sawi.
By your team be over eh.
Oh yeah,
when you pa, when you papa. You was some sort of my juleche.
Multilinguist, you want me comment
That so much.
But I mean, the chief for the dean here by any
papa.
Manado.
Who catches the Radra? Now, PG for the papa.
Me put a man, you're going to go home. What's the make?
Ah, nothing of the Radra age. So the party of a power.
Lichipa.
Into
Boyabaso.
And yet, Pacho, or say, bomb up.
Mefa kwenye suna match ya honorable ni kwate titles Glover.
Okay.
Well, apra wobo. Me sure say delegates ebe hu say yentra nkran emfa social media enwene election. A country a woko ne campaign a wo ye nyina no. Delegates anitria. Na I'm only waiting say emre ne beso na ya hye ne menyam. Again, I'm only waiting to say Pablo Chief Nixon Biden also say ubeye wadwana no waye ne yehu de because you see I didn't go bisi basa say ube contest and say won contest. It is important that you contest.
I have a
nominations.
I have a mandate and I'm serving as a deputy national organizer of this. Now, whether I will contest or not contest, remember the organizational department, we play a key role. And you know, as of now, our focus is about the reorganization. Then when there is time for the contest now whatever interest you have, so that the members of the party will have that confidence in your leadership. I'm also speaking.
Oko to ibaya as a no person who hijacking program
bono ke ikeke be ba share ni party mi yo ni mi ke wa ke won to ni bi
madam ase me akwa metia no mayira me
ke be share pepe
mo kan de meti bi
asanye no ne ba nye wie ji potentials na let his opinion if no problem
che gbomojibo we bo
no try get gbomo ni
asani wonu akofa we nyina aba
gbomo party officer
wonu akofa we nyina akwa baba akwa me dey ma enya meto asana ma comment
ofa hanmaya
10% casualty
to the extent that I'll be part of the casualty that's the more commentation
okay
at the appropriate time you understand
really
on say be kan kan enti mechia abusuafo yana tito be mame e wo se ko gina so we also mind na kwesi katachi bumangama mechia so from creating science no ko gina for mechia agbasisa gbe fia mechia ohima Liberal Party of Ghana yedino edanso na ye
so de moda LPG
ye shisha ya ye go ho ye de ebe contest 2024 election e bibia to say the last me kan no we cut our coat according to our cloth enti ye me no to say the MPP ni NDC sebe omo to sika egu no ye pese Ghana fo hu say enye sika ene ye de echechire party ena enye sika so na ye de echechire ye de ye amanyo ema ni wie peyo honorable Chairman Sabonso, I think the leader of the parliamentary is it committee affairs or whatever. Eden Shebi Abama meeting on about 2 occasions regarding say a campaign the first way to reduce the monetization of politics, which is a very difficult topic. I say you bet me aboa na mo amodi TV chair modi we mu chair at a point in time Ghana for ba begia to say ɛno na adi enya emma mpuntu emma because it's called the microphone all the MPs who are contesting over 1,000 across the country. Now obia the TV no baba at the end of the day no emu 275 no be when they will ensure say our resources no more spending on you no almost on befa kwan bi so awia e dey ahye ombotom and I say kwan bi on befa so e be ma ne kwan a saa kwan na construct no obey ne shoddy no we scash ne botra dia teneka no obey nti no no ye hu say emmoa oman nti ye de hyehyɛ foforo ba say isika politics no ye reduce no and now you bet me crop as time goes on ye eliminating the crowd. And that is what I would say about the Liberal Party of Ghana.
Great.
Across the regions mobilization. And I think say course of fine per MI. I was tasked to take care of Western North and a Western region. And I think that I've done my job fantastically well. And at appropriate time obetienka.
Meda siafe yen common so Honorable Glover Yensha titles Glover Yensha say also Prosi Penny Director of Public Affairs Superintendent Alexander Obeng and a daily guide so ni di nkomo a watch say just 15th and 17th yeah and wo mu che sa enipa ensia ya wo susu say wonum ensamondifo ene akromfo wemfo na sade wo mu asi adi enkrofo ani no enye asem ketwa eden na yebetumi aka boa police ama ta wo mu dwumadi enkowi ase na yensan konunu wo mo because obehwe enche na meremu na de daily guide cried wakata wo mu ani na e di aba na nkrofo they are just suspect time bi beso na ya clear wo na so police ma parade o money ade sometimes na ebu omo abem
osano me na se message ya ahwefo nyina no pebio na krono enya de papa krono enya de papa na wahwe se obi abɔ ne bra na wabɔ ne humodeni na ya de dakrope eba wiane a eya na eha bebre na ewia mpos na ya de wonkwa so be kyewa anga beboa pa wan wutira nye yi a ebekum so aka ho me kasa on experience say there was a time na metukwan ni fie and na me dan na chi na your barbed wires ewo the fie ba ko na wo ye chi it was an abandoned house akromfo no afemu wurem ba mi fie ho na edan ne ba ko na wo ho no omo yusu abofra ketwa ebie we na abofra wurem they got access to the kitchen for 2 hours na me yere no nyem etu esine so.
Wow.
For 2 hours that year I lost the baby and me was that experience you know na obibaka say that time we fear and come nim de bisi whether I was a target and nobody be here robbing no I don't know and the cancro no semwa na how be brave na wo kasa no say one year suspects a police for the won ekogina mrana no
yeah
atoto manuma sem say prosecution no e facts e de beboa prosecution no e beboa e du baby kra esana kono mo abobode atoto aso nti omo ye tacholete is identification parade
yes
ye parade omo na obi bia ya wia no da sometimes they cover their faces e du baby say omo jo monim sa the bold ones na utimi identify back mu a na ebeboa wo no meka say owura dampare ba ye crime to some level has dwindled akofom to some extent because police visibility intelligence gathering any information flow no emze eboa bebre na yentimi mufo no yende adwuma titiri no esi yeso because police ni na oti police station hono ana akuvu dampare menua oti headquarters hono onim de ekoso wofo yentime mufo ne yewse yebua wan na ye de nsem no akoto omonim ebia wo ye fiewura wo dan ebe han obi you need to do a thorough background checks wo nipa na wo di wo dan no e ko hwe mesem allo ya je na kan
it's a pepe by entire
we don't do that because I don't say who's canon in age we are attracted by the money but we don't take our time to deep down you share the background of go ejuma mu ye kra say baby also ye ejuma no kra it is your duty say we ko ejuma ma ko bisa sa so asema si we aha no so ye ejuma na then you have facts and evidence and say osura no pa aha no ko ye ejuma obi wo ho tu fie wo ejuma oyo anadwo nko ano o support wa gina so shepe o tin wo sikrom during the day no wada bisa won say eyin fa not here adwuma be no oyo and when mu nyina eboa eyi police intelligence gathering no am adwuma no mo ye no eboa enti nanse wo hwe omo actually checkpoints bebre mi ko campaign nyina mi wo mu all over western north mi twemu na mi ko wo mu at all the vantage places with sometimes with vehicles position we do ana me chia busanfo mu te say ye ho ye mora no wo high an ye ekitemu encouraging na akondie eni niema ye de bema asrafo eni policefo no em say aban no obo no homodin wa ye de fata eni de say ye de mamu ana mora no wo soro a omo so omoji e de agi ye nkwa na wo ko baby na police ni stop wa e ma obufu. Let us always be a friend of the police because a new one or one who nibi who come mikromu ewo nchi amunie obaya se miniwu ehia bunumpu ye ko opposite direction utie
metie opa
ye be gina from few minutes into second a few seconds into minutes ye bisa kwanso wo free opposite direction wo ba ye chair hu oba bisa kwanso wo bisa kwanso at the same the same person amu danu mu na mu ba wo hia ye disamane no and you come baby na police ni stopo na oni odi nkomo a eya ye nya botremo
okay
eboa bebre and the mechanism ebe police for na baso na they might have effected this arrest based on intelligence gathering
sure
and information ye the more no they need more of such information and ebe boaboa ama akromfo yemfo a omugu yememu a omutiti amanfo na ade de nyina no yatumi aso ano and so far mebo owura IGP kufu dampare eni na pamfo nyina ye bo baso
okay
say adwuma mo isei wo hwe mi tema kromo nya almost every place during the day any anadwo ni nyina no police for ewo mbemia bebere sara mi gidi say omo apeti omo hu edegu kromo nyina na yenti yen sheda nte any serious crime ye bo baso for what they have done so far.
Okay. Chief Mintio na police for no so called anti-robbery squad omo CID abaso say omo no mo ye adwuma so pa omo che omo central ne greater Accra region eniama so de omo agibi etuo manufactured gun foreign pistol and other ammunitions almost a cache of ammunitions iPhones and the keka
yeah better say na anope dem mina no we think kan ma mesumi enchi awo na odwuma efuna mbo ho na abado odwuma soma why many di nwe chipa over the weekend ma wo ye na many di cha mehwe na mincha vivi mantomfo nkanka ekunfi na Ghana ba NDC for a wonyina wo te program anape
yes chief
police for no I think do you dey born abado
okay
me read apart from daily guiding I think the crusading guide and for so there is another suspect here or librarian you know so Togo watching Wakanda na okite tura also the other bank and abemobi
okay
na heard them story I was at to where yeah onu chere police for no wo CID on criminal investigations department we to sabi the wobba crime no wakofo ya oye say one ball chrono da entase I say nam highway ma another nam chrome obi otu afa kwambi do na waje abre ho enya efiun se ma am yidi there Pependra Yidrun, Yababon Amado Naya Shihun crying there. There is a lot more over the way. Na o Yesu de mripi no sa assemble to day na was the banner can. Near Bohabadra. Wajitum the same way no na issues be called na ya say wan koyi won na you criticize one so or the wajitum na wo here because at the end of the day no yenyi police fufu bi aka wo na omayim ha ye won so bibia obro nta say do no chiwadwen do inkanka a borders on crime be bi enyi ho eboko to the Ghana police. And you know I want to commend them for this job why they are doing everything possible to flash out. They still have a lot of work to do because there are a lot going on now. And it is about time over here now we introduce certain people able to want good information into the system. Now I send them microphone wash one echo a manoning group you do aye. Krofubu ho ehwana when microphone is German. Na wo hwe won a onam se bia hochire ana school call ana bibi okechiri kakrenti na we move them yimpa na call dam subanim
okay
dam yimpa ne se psychologist wo ye ne ho adwuma wo twena adwen befie wo man na adwuma papa mo ye wo man baby mo tena at the end of the day no baby ma wo sisi wo ho a onyim da ma adine nyina no mpa no botu mo abo ho na ho so we tu mo. I think that they have that plan but it's good there betena ha so na ya ka na worship him so what na so pem again yeah
yes chief
ko ho I think me hu adi bi o a osafata the police phone so me sambo won abado
okay
IGP baby o bia no adwuma na oyen ye se yehu no ye a ye baka yehu na se onko ye so a ye baka o sande ni ye ni ye pe
okay
yeah.
Yes,
In fact, traffic mesi ma police fu to mobo awo control. Akronfo a woni nema wo tutu bottom. Akubi crowd na no ho mobo. I had to intervene because na nkrofo na fa baba a chede wo. Police abon handcuff nyina. Ade na shiga na ma so wa twe on phone too. Na opeden ko bon ade. Let me say that be. Police abam ni de. Onyin ko police station. No won ko ye hwehwem. And so I said something that to I want to mean one them there. Say every more kodo wa here. Aye hu do occasion arba. Inti police phone wapaye pa de wo ba ye dwuma ni ye na edwuma no ho ate wo no. Dam attitude. Say ye tum ye inculcate wo police edwuma nim. It doesn't matter maybe aye festival exactly. Na say police phone akaza osefata. You see it's about time I ever bo ho kwan biado. Na yetum ya criticize one constructively. Na bad ones now woman so yetum ya fish one out because we can't always continue there yebenya that mistrust wo obi asam to a ebotum etu America akono. And you know I think there ye kan ye bo hona bad remember onye hu trimodem.
okay
Na mom onye hon say be yisumi obama wotum wode aye more than what they are doing. Okay. There's a lot for them to do in Greater Accra.
Okay.
Yeah, in Greater Accra.
Okay.
And I want to call on them there as they are focusing on the criminals. Say no so no won't pay attention. Na nrubon so okosoro. Na yai mo ye ye wo mi na kwabrane pa o say glue. Cough syrup na no sisa nkeka ho. Nipa na nyine kasa why ye tin nwene num so ansan bi eyin. Na glue or artificial. No man no chemicals and no one boom.
It's synthetic.
Yes. Na eba haya hin epidedu. Adaminti beko akofa damadi, and you see it's important we talk about them because we complain. There is no bed. There is Eco Hospital. Look, recently me brother Makunta in fact on an year of land and what yeah. Odu Ghana and the next day Orko Chrome or Sleepy na Ninsakpa. I'm telling you, other courage. Na Eco Hospital na say correct the kind of cases na Orbana. A be who there, and then be recklessness be count. But I Ghana it is so cost grew. So I then na say boni bi to no kwando kafra yensin no madam. na dem nyimpa na pra we cannot be selective and say that them nyimpa ono dam brel boy nti ono my head nti ye be sere bambofo won ye bo won ka they want to them san nti ye bo hon abadri na ye kai won so there edwuma so nko na ho dan won anyim ba ye nyim na obotu waye and we will call on them and then also congratulate them for what they are doing and also for them to stand by, because when we see things are on integrity in the service as they told us now, as Miniminuas and titles we have been doing, we will talk about it.
Thank you. Over here.
I'm sure you're Justin Cody, the incoming General Secretary for the New Patriotic Party.
Mr. Mechia, Uncle JB. Ura John Boyd. Or your secretary of Bessian.
Until Ura Justin Cody, I'm more official.
I watch about Cosia, and you Ura John Boyd to make chow. I know how you cry. Just good as soon as
Justin, oh, the only about yeah.
John Boyd with the video I see they are sending our her in your video.
Ever here.
Sure, go. Hey, won't you?
Hey, what's the CMU? Hey,
I saw the
before for a crowd.
Yes, more.
Sir, you lead me to something that I have no idea about. Me pay mischief behind to their coso.
I didn't know better.
Okay, to their pawn, na my petty off.
Yes, one training and no me briefing.
But your coso, why?
Medasi. I may say, with the police service now, the pace and I say the example Yura Akufu Dampare and any team or more setting. Everybody who wants to be in the shoe of Yura Dr. Akufu Dampare would want to make sure say the action say appointing one obey better than Yura Akufu Dampare. Because this is the first time I hear who say IGP be aba. Now the morale of the service. My name papa is a service person. Morale now costs through to the stand say, and now an officer cannot be intimidated by anybody somewhere, be it in any of the regions. A typical example of the recent ones, I think early this year, who was Central Regional, is it Western Regional? Yeah, Western Regional. MC, you know. No more, need the way a police no Jinan and Nanso. With Jinan and Nanso knowing say he had a serious backing, and somebody a Bejinama man say ban push to shove. Into Jinan and Nanso the obey Emma Asam no baby as a cool. In fact, maintain last end mum say be a senior day assembly. I think the public needs to know. And he is not the only person. Other police officers have stood their grounds to apprehend in Crawford no mufi say and can. Gone were the days no they couldn't have apprehended them. And now some common to me no mun chinjira enyi in Semano. Land cruisers, those who drive them, politicians especially, are being accosted because of their thinking that because they are parliamentarians and I say more power and I say bikropo nip on your politician. But or to me be Crawford nim no now they here to trust them. Police for General Monaso, aye Jumano, said ye fata. Of course, you to me cancel my year into two. But there's the need for improvement, and that improvement is what you Akufu Dampare or try say, or be pushy name Crawford no munina abuano. NASA understanding to ensure say crime ye be reduced no. Any to trust them ye be reduced no. And no more yellow. Some Crawford senior or watching. Say I'm Roberts and now send Crawford or Motata yen wo o mem ho mo ye 200 says say abeka be say 194 nti che say esotia na et no nti ye bebo na baso na chief e can be about ko any festival no the police for the way omo etumi make sure say asomdwe beba okay enye ono kwa na report a lot of people have commended the police how they conducted themselves how they conducted themselves during Christmas, any Easter, to hear of a beer, a more drum kakrano, say I reduce. As I sit here, maintain as some bonny beer, a chese beer, obi yakoto ahye no so wo ne fie because oni ho anaso wo ho
1 or 2 accidents in ACC.
aha enti ye beba omo aba so of course omoni entumi hu ba bia. Now it is incumbent on us as a friends at Timamufo. Yen ye betumi, in fact we are even more important than the police. We are the one who are supposed to give them information.
Okay.
And yeah, more information. I am sure say they can do more and even do better for this country. As I say, even though this one is not part of the topic, Kou Festival, paragliding now or more yen. I have a little issue about it that I want to find out. Maybe I've not been educated enough. But I don't know how much of me far flight to call Kumasi ne importer Machakakra. Now I don't know, say it cost how much for you to take the local flight as we speak from Accra to Kumasi. I don't know.
So domestic flight.
Domestic flight.
Kumasi.
Kumasi.
Kumasi pe.
Kumasi or Tamale other areas.
Okay.
Maybe I will have to find out later. But if Timamifone foreigners, ye call festival say na bibia a tourist attraction this ka be ba o and I say this ka be bre some potem no bia abeka Ghana no.
Okay.
Na say ye tua 550 Ghana cedis per that flight. Na me bisa mo say be den na Ghana ni no asebi wono so wonya bia ka obeye. Nanso ne sika endu 550 be den no so wotumi participate in that particular year. It is for Ghanaians. And yes, I don't
get it.
The cost involved in flying that paragliding, that's what I'm talking about. 500, yes, 550.
Ada fly be nanu.
Oh, so papers now reporting.
Oh, right.
Say 550, you pay and then you know. And I feel say it is too expensive for the locals. I was thinking say obi fiama no ni aba no. Obetuya more than Ubia or a local person.
Okay, they said they are more tourist sites.
Exactly the case.
Students, dear,
yes.
Foreigners, dear, indigenous, dear. Sir,
in Tianka pilots no chrome, but of course, you're moka. But come separate almost say, mobile fly student, mobile fly about 3 groupings. Let's just say, you say, Mabu almost make you
it's when on Kalani 550 can
that is the amount they have stated.
How many minutes will be more?
I don't know, so I am one way because if you have Kokumasia, I cost
30 minutes.
Until for you to this idea Nijeba brain na manya
na Kumasi depending on the time I will try to take it in a one timber from.
You see, that way no at a festival you must be in fact from the what the paper is reporting say yes you na peti it's like a flight no probably more than 200 franc or maybe
I say demand and supply for person more yenti
market forces
that be one say we reduce na we more you fly more people down now me concluding no
okay
the same paragliding me pa chemo. Is there any insurance cover to take care of any
eventuality?
Yes.
Okay, say be I will be better share.
Exactly the case.
Okay.
Until what are the insurance companies doing?
Okay.
Collaborating with the local people and I said GT, Ghana Tourism Authority. Now they have come together say anytime a festival never bash no. This so anything that happens no so insurance company and I say whatever it is you cover it for us. Now you who say Ukoha said I didn't be able to me feel play to me to from. I said, Bibi Kotoa. Now I'm going to say, just say, Atoa Kenesa.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt.
Right, that is why
all that has
exactly. That is why I am putting it for say, because me can carry me who.
Okay, maybe people now capture.
And I feel say,
benefit
yes,
of the doubt.
I feel say Ghana we are rising, and it is important. See, rising of Ghana. No, yasumna. They said the Liberal Party of Ghana. Yes, so me ha. Na me so na yem konko.
Yem konko dia ma me ko Facebook na me ken kaje chene kakra. Fempo your boy Emmanuel say watching you live from University of Ghana. Sister, could you believe that taxi drivers on Legon campus charge 8 cedis from diaspora to any other part of campus, all in the name of fuel prices. Meanwhile, from Legon to Circle is 5 cedis. Now, she said, it be womudodo. Atajiji says, it's always Ghanaians who are bribing the police officers because when you ask them, they will say it has been written in the Bible that settle the officer before he or she will send you to the headquarters. Oh, really? Mary Poki has says, happy birthday to my son Gabriel Ashiti of Jolly Kate International School. Abbas Omongbo Omogbo of so I don't blame Nanado for his shambolic management of the economy. I blame Ghanaians. What qualities did we find in him to vote him as president? He never impressed me in anything. The man has no idea about governance. Catherine Mazure, watching you live from Toll Booth. God bless you for the good work you are doing. Clement Jesus, Mahama and his NDC party have nothing new to offer Ghanaians, so they could give us a break. Special greetings to the workaholic MP, Honorable Frank Anodompre. Destiny in Krabia says, good morning, yeah. Special Easter greetings to management and staff of Despite Group of Companies. I don't trust Ghana, please, because they know the criminal side and the rest of it, and even the criminals give the criminals guns. Okay. Nanafi got keys. Good morning, sister. Yeah. From Emmanuel Odoy to Udin the Umpeno. John Chrome West. God bless Honorable Frank Anodompre MP for Nsroma Adekye. Say Ewuku Esuboy, after the resurrection of our Savior Jesus, I hope and pray our attitude as citizens will also change and reflect his teachings to the Ghana and to the nation. That's what you want to say. Okay. Frimpon de Sama Ken Kainti, my main skipper na fi yenko baby foforo enso. Nsroma Nelka, special greetings to the next president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nedia ononso odibaye enono. And see, let me see. Dompreba Ajegon and Nsroma NDC party doesn't have anything to support the country. It's about time we pray for President Nanado and NPP government to finish the good works that they are doing in this country.
That's bad.
Why be? Amaz Michael says, great point on the paragliding. Said you have made a salient point there. Kwesi Reynolds, interestingly, the NDC, which has lambasted the EIU over the years on their report, which favored NPP, are now happy because the report has tilted in their favor. I know the NPP government will not disregard the report, but work hard to regain the confidence of the people. Okay. OPK Go also says, Mahama and NDC mismanaged the economy for 8 years, so never again. Regards to Hajia Sawatu. My mention why be in Wahanafi, Yanko Chief or Yanko, your second topic, you know, as to say, COVID is no Siciano, Yemfa Emudia here. Sandra, good morning, Mamia. Welcome back from the holiday. Benam. Sandra, you all send me so. Maba, ceasefire. I am here. Chief, from Muamu side, minority. Honorable Kesela to force and say, COVID, the obese and Auditor General, may COVID is did COVID no Jumena, COVID the breast on Yemu home conta. The problem is saying, or say no. Finance Minister Barbara Shibejefie no say sika ye de bo COVID in hobra 17.1 billion. Now no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so kasa was state of the economy no or say ye issue 8.1 billion. And was say mampani enso ebe kasa and now no so kasa afa COVID kroya enwo one state of the nation address mono or see ye issue 18 billion 80 which is which. And I mean to me bisa bia na emubumu no enti na amana banisa. Yes, chief.
And one bia for no no problem or Ghana.
Yes, sir. Bring the problem out.
Something there are two force and honorable.
Okay.
Or a ranking member. And finance committee what did them come
okay.
COVID-19 or ya answer na Ukraine babano. Ukraine and Russia want to talk about yeah. Now, adibia besun afra bande ebia wejija ana won mo besom na won boan. Aban be ma ti ho ase de onam COVID-19 your bay atuye nchem ama ndem ayete. Say yen nyina as a country no obi abaje atum de. In fact, onye Ghana ngutimpo. Now, elsewhere in the COVID-19, wama honde me ayet. Okay. Only step 1. Step 2, in the COVID-19 ni mu yedin na so man no e ka wa hene yabo. Ya. Dam ka no emi me baka awo ya aka bi. Munu asani ka bi. Munu tatos okay bi. on koye ne omanpen anana be the chir ana finance minister said be or she share them sika saman not them figures no that amount. But I think that as a country we should all be worried by now and rally behind the call now to Ori and saying thing there. Sikasam ye involved. And then I say Ghana almost all but standstill because of a 6.9 billion. And I fight today. A ban pedo nya approval or parliament for E11 no to urge them scan and anya them. Apart from that, in the better radio do a ban so full bia obakase bia especially road minister. I say E11 ama 1 year road. Education, oh, E11 here and aboa. Ko health, e boton dru here E11. Nda here o man pay class E11 amba development nko E11 no nya bade. Onye toa ejije no abeduska. Enti se asomano ye wuska. So ye bossa. So ye Adekye. So ye o man nankasa ni savings na COVID inti ye room ni ekwakodi. Na COVID time so no president Kedo kan sembi o se ye nyimpanyan. Ni yenyim economy ni sisi. Dem kasa na kra man krankru bi aka de dem da sika no da hokra na be ya yemfanye. Na yen save nyimpa ne life. Ni yewie a yitum yebu ho akonta. Yeah, what is the crime? Senkonya atumpo eno ye emi ana awo cameraman fuibi ordinary Ghanaian.
But no or to parliament.
Don't forget that.
So omu chenkomodi asia ontumi musa.
He can story now. Also there, he said that he once sent a motion even to parliament to investigate that. Everything you have. This is also this is also one pointer. Obotu wafado wakan wasema na we atene akabi. Because he be anankuti na some Norican will taste won't with them ear na all donyan. But this is important there. Or the Niska can face also. O man paying yera Kenufurata. Oba parliament. Yeah. Kenufurata president or president so ye risk some na ye baby my endemidra. President Nara Wefre Kenufurata no be send there. Inti yanka ono krakra we could run him. Another sika him yenye. Ono ben osi yenye ekawa ya bon or 17.1 billion. Yeah. 17.1 billion. Na minister ne dem kase tugwan. Emma mo wata se wo parliament Ghana fu nyina yete yehu de dem ka oni abon. Na na nsen ara yera ba omi aso no kase ya or kasa. O se skana ya ka oni abon oye 8.1. Na 8.1 it to 17 billion ma. There's almost 9 billion gap in there.
Okay.
Now, if we want to believe Dr. Baumia as the messiah of the MPP in terms of economics in Nsroma, then we can't go wrong. We will say there, oh, no information not that bad. In fact, say in hierarchy, no senior on top of the finance minister because he also heads the economic management team. And so, every Ghanaian, including Emi now, we are interested. We just want to know the disparity in our government. So now we are talking about the fact that President and our Finance Minister also 7.1. 17.1, sorry.
Okay.
Vice President also 8.1. We don't know. At least we ought to know. So that in our yerka Mizumotu makando ncheche mu kra what the bain na chede dam 9 billion na American dead dam gap no dem onu no ye da madi onu no ye da madi and the only way we can know is to audit. Now why we have spent the money on Ghanaians. We spent it if genuinely.
Na auditing the audit service omo ye dada and
it's not that if it is done and you won't have the ranking member
or
another finance committee a person or paper when he's telling us they even at all the question out to other one. In fact, we had discussed actually. People have been calling, we in the NDC here call the audit to them COVID in semi-umbra so that it goes to rest. Then people will know that indeed them amount near and oh, benefit, is country and send war. You spend war foreign Bianado. You can't call any other country. We spent it here. And if we will spend the money it's supposed to be for the people, But our people in na into corridor. Till ye a ban political party ubejina ebejina di ye no form na ban no head on my hand. Na atuyenche mo today atuyen. Ye nya Adekye here on mana ye scored the whole cry the answer boom Central Bank above one hand World Bank IMF. Now we cannot tell the people that them scared do ye deni and to say a wide dream bia or ya fortune channel who de them ka win abo. And it gets more worrying when you have the same people in the same government, top officials, finance minister, number 2 gentleman of the land, giving you different figures.
How does it say when your vice president?
It's number 2.
Finance minister.
No, I'm talking about
you are
vice.
referring to the vice.
Yes, self-finance minister, I'm at 17.1.
Okay.
Vice, I'm at 8.1.
Okay.
Now, make a baby crown and vice, akasan. Make the finance minister, I report, I'm a vice as the head of the economic management team. Onyim figures and Orca. And it's a Mokofa vice, I didn't do to America. Now, maybe said that
economic management team say finance minister and so team this will be.
Yeah.
Entina na me bisa say ebia enye breakdown asem anase ebia the way obiama no hu ne differently no it is that bi ohono mo a omabubum enti subtotal bi o baby e na enka ho eni nti ana
my mathematics
all right
figures se brofo ne e ka mu honorable titles ametuma ga there hi how you doing esu huna also are you okay we are all going to one place. You better check there no want them. But mass onto them.
Thank you.
Enti mass into them here figures no wo boja. Head of economic management team ye na ye share as members I on your head. Na say me finance minister na the figures na banel but there is no way COVID as some keso today or ye asem aye kan ho asem. Saving for gap bi babam kran ko onye kakra babi.
All right.
But we are talking about a whooping 9 billion Ghana cedis in between the finance minister and the vice president and other fifi. I mean, who should we believe? And must we just take it the American assuming the Kasao, Merifaya na Semia, Metifia Miria or ye ABI. So ABI and me fund them in there for this programmer. No quite on your money.
Ono de obi otife different but ono as an MP wa kasa ranking member of finance committee nation so no owo sa advantage say owo nkrata no document no
ono de aseyebo gu ho de nkrata mo wo ono che the finance minister yeto nsam obey no ono nkomo nyindi ni enya ya aja atum do ya bo ye di 17.1 billion ye da ye da madi. Then say vice president to Surunye Oman Kasa. No, so see, you spend 8 point. It's a matter of concern.
Thank you.
Every Ghanaian.
Me da say you are home na Ajaya Nsroma.
Order the man say me or how because 9 billion on his craba.
Ajaya.
On his craba.
COVID is sika. Yes, figures dey bia nkunti.
Sorry.
To force and say yenye audit.
Sorry, yeah. Say him there ye COVID by May. I miss COVID 11. By May, I work at the Washington. Me find by May why you man send fruit ya. Him there up to next year May. Ye Ghana for work him sika ye benya ni na or ye a little 6.9 close to 7 billion for the whole year. And so if as a man na gap wo ho no ye 9 billion. Although here ye bisa because ye nya dem scan cra you both me the cushion crop for the moon to 11 1 year. Which Ghanaians will be happy about that.
Me asem no abomi pusa.
How?
I am not surprised though, because for the first time in the history of Africa, your co-election, Emma Electoral Commission, it declares 6 different results. And so yajiatum ni yadeti omemha say yadibu yema. Enti 3 figures from president, vice president, and finance minister. It's not a big deal. But I say now, I am surprised. Say up to this date, no impeachment initiation has been started against the president.
Oh no, there be our call.
Yes, it is important. See, a certain cause, because under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the governance of this country, Ghana, has tilted downwards. na ne ye bi ne apamfo ne ye bi no or mind be more anka by now you are starting impeachment processes against the president. Now o can say be say e bi a figure bi she baby na e bi a breakdowns nti say me fa wasem na o kan no
okay
let's just say about e bi a na me mathematics say 17.1 back and 8.1 back.
Yeah.
And I'm saying 18 so back,
yes,
which will give us about 43.2 billion.
Okay.
And so it be a mobile top no more chama yenya.
No, I mean that ebi at your all 18 billion. Ebi a bibi for ka ho until we arrive at 18 billion. The all 17.1 no ebi a bibi for ka ho.
Oyema the amount
because finance minister the end na year 17.1 and vice president the no 8.1 and president the year 18.
Oyema the amount some ye hu say when they decide the figure beto abonti a finance minister.
Okay.
The second person who didn't figure beto abonti the president. And look at the gap, the difference between president and the figure. Sanka ebia o can say 17.9. Mefa Sanka finance minister ni figure ni about 17.8 there about. They can say ebia president will approximate here. But there's nothing like that. The gap between the president's figure and the finance minister's figure so big. Now they are bigger. And the last person no the head of the economic management team. Didn't assemble to join rich here. On one kasa onim say first figure buy 17.1. Second figure free president and buy 18 billion. How come? Where did he get that 8.1 billion from? These are the questions that we must be asking.
Okay.
Ghana for yes pay you say tax to you. Na say metria me tax abo obi no kodi ni kwa. Eno ni asem no. And now one supply no. Eno ni asem no. The e-levy situation no. Faces these are examples that we have to draw upon. Now, young who say so-called accountability of the e-levy never ban as a ember. And right here, COVID-19 sika yedi fear man on ne nkronkra horo so. Edi abeche ye mo disika no amasesi figures from to me bo maye. These are the concerns we should raise. Nkrofo bi wo NPP mu anasa aban wo mu a omo aye omo adwe say just a few would ensure that they will manipulate the system to their advantage. Yembisi say, why didn't the vice president mention anything about the e-levy when he gave his lectures at the TESCON or whichever? Why did he mention the e-levy?
He did, but maybe I want can at length. It said
the e-levy was the most topical issue everybody wanted.
He spoke about e-levy, albeit short or one sentence.
Did he comment on his own comment? Say, left to him alone, the people who use Momo or whatever it is were the most vulnerable, and that they must not be taxed. These are the things that we wanted to hear from the vice president because it means
Dr. Gideon Boakono say Dr. every decision is a collective decision.
Yes, but we wanted his own comment on whether he supports the taxing
whether
of
he supports or he doesn't support. The law has come.
So the poor people that he suggested overnight turned into rich people for us to be taxed.
Okay.
We have suggested, say, and I said majority of the people have suggested, say, and can you leave no any bad? But what we are saying is that sit down with the telcos who are taking so much money out of this country. Now, trust not easy some of the burden from us. Data boying, credit boying, and they are making all these monies away. So we are saying that yes, we don't want you to go and borrow from outside, but then sit down with them, get some of the money from them. No one you can transfer for you. But if you start 1.5,
you think GB or Muhodada?
The omoji fi omo hono ndu yen de ne baby ase wo send ya anase wo receive ya once you
wo receive ya account wo
send ya but baby so wo ya yetew, you understand
until e-levy applies to the all send.
I know
yeah,
the e-levy is a new thing, but I'm talking about the old system now. Yes, old system no modern scan. We're saying sit down with them and tell them that you are overburdening my people. So let's share the cost so that at least and now some so-called profit no more repatriating out of the country. Give them a cap. If it is 70%, tell them that, look, you must leave some monies in the country. Now, yes, you are in developer. But let me give you, before I conclude. One will say, all these three figures are what the government is trying to tell us is that their incompetence level has risen to the crescendo. In the sense of saying, so you appointed a special prosecutor, you're Martin Amido. Old former special prosecutor.
Thank you.
He started writing epistles as we tagged him. Writing. Thinking say he was going to prosecute somebody for us to know. Say Yesika Kodi Bebino, Ghana for Sabeka, and Kosiaga. And now Nankasa resign. All resign. We heard and read and saw the comment about the sitting president.
There will be better for Munina and no credit.
There have been in to me in the press.
Per issue, be say, we are canceling we have family. I need a rejoinder or a retraction.
You see, Nina and to me in the press. But rumor biano, there's some truth in it. And no pay me by Namo sister station FM. You interview one of the gentlemen in NPP. All can say, O man penny a koje bribe. O man penny by or say Ford, no more. Can't say bebre. And the person said, "I'm on my ban way be BNC, sir." Or said there be BNC, but yeah, and he said there was a video. President at the presidency. Or J envelope be a few beings. I'm a toha. But they said that nothing like. But let me even sway that and come to the current prosecutor, special prosecutor.
Okay.
And also buy a fee say, or barber prosecutor. Of course, you must have time to investigate the claims about China and other things. But I think we have sat down for far too long. And you know what he also started doing? He started giving us numbers. I have 43 cases, 21 days, that. Nothing as we speak has been done. Into what trust must we have in this administration? Thirdly, Obia will say you want to protect the public purse and fight corruption. Or somebody who was on his feet to ensure, say, it doesn't matter whether who appointed him. Or making sure what do you want me to believe that you can solve the situation of Ghana regarding say yes can overborn? And this particular situation about a different figures. No, none of you has come out to say figure no. This is the the DMC say figure no, and one kasa obiamba out. But you see, we keep on talking about regime institutions. We have more or less paralyzed all our institutions and made them partisan. Into idea that where you feel say these issues must be attended to. No, the institutions that we have who should see to those issues, they will not attempt to go there because they have been made, regime ones, being remoted from afar. And for that matter, they are not able to perform to the benefit or for the benefit of the larger population. And that is where my problems lie, that we should solve all these problems by ensuring, say, who said President A and President B and appoint me.
Thank you. Honorable, wait to me, I clarify figures and I see our idea own to me.
No, Shuben, how do you say?
Someone tells you, and I mean, beside mom to obey to me and I say, you me figures, no. Oh, maybe I'll change and call fast and their man. So, they say I can't say breakdown. Told him so, we be a BB or yes, Honorable.
Nanado has not stolen Ghana money.
Okay.
He has not dipped his hands in the exchequer to steal Ghana money. And he say, "Yao, can say, you say, or G envelope." That was Assembly Odibe Tuja at the time now your campaign way back when we were in opposition. So be masterano. So don't mix up the two. On Geo Ghana be a man who be a man brady be. Number two, Dom Levo as somebody be tribuno. Dom Levo as somebody be tribuno. He had an accumulated leave for years, Uncle leave here. And I was also leave. They told me, what kind Dom Levo retirement now? He had two conflicting ages. Baku wenim, baku wechiri. So he retired on his rightful age as a civil servant. And the man can say, Obina pushing them level, so few Jumononko, Yahono, you know, Yadring. Atua sem no the other two. I don't see any wrong about what he has done. Apart from the contention, conflicting figures, whether 17.1, 8.1, or 18 or whatever it is. It is his right as a ranking member of a committee in Parliament. So me share figures ne banwa mintiasie. And the Auditor General to anamong the mummy. I see nothing wrong about it.
Okay.
At the point,
and you be so responsibility
me
say obema ye one figure na yet me are working with it.
Provide naturally. Okay, Bibi Waha, let me quote him. Or see, I wrote to the Auditor General myself, together with Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, the Chief Whip of the minority, along with the then Auditor General, to commission and audit the COVID-19 expenditure. To date, the audit has not been done, and I can call on the current Auditor General to do what is right, quote and unquote. Apart from conflicting figures, as a ranking member, Osan Trey, Eddie Command, the former Auditor General, whatever, said, Mr. He's going up to confirm, say, he's interested in the figures. Now, then you him say Auditor General, the Juman or the Mbre and the Ye. Or the Mbre and the Ye. The American you've been a deputy finance minister before. Now, deputy finance minister, you should share that home. Say, yeah, auditing you. Or no, he's an auditor too, accountant to auditor. On him, she shares the DAO. So, even though he has an issue, we are not running away from responsibility. Not at all.
Is the issue legit?
Oh, please. It is very totally legit. I support him.
Okay.
I support him. But he should not make the impression as if I'm buying a journey every responsibility of Bunguta. Not at all.
Impression Ben now I'm making.
No.
That's so make his impression is so is he wrong? Because in how many years?
I've said it time and number. I have support action at two. Instead of not, I support it. Say, I'm going to ever cover ako. To the extent so no muntakanyano actual joint letter signed and presented to the former Auditor General. And the current one about on there is nothing wrong about it.
Okay.
And this say, Auditor General, you don't even wait for that thing. I don't trust our letter.
Okay.
And make sure that you give the report. They have the right to query. After all, Parliament has the right. Report it is the PAC that is sent to no more domestic. So that Atu will be satisfied. I will be satisfied, and all of us at the table will be satisfied. So I don't see anything wrong at all. Say Atu trust any auditing, but to the bossy.
Okay.
Auditing,
onto the what's in Kusibere Bain.
Definitely they'll do. You can't sit on this report. This is very essential information. Sikaba, Aben Sikaba, Ebiabe Cheiska. Everybody wants to know how it was accounted for, how it was spent. And then they get the assembly. And don't kind of do the Yababum Kuntanamam. Or just here, he can go to the next level and do whatever he wants to do. For me, I don't see anything wrong with that. But I buy no, Eben Shisha, Mestre, Auditor General. Babonte. Pick up your team who want to do the audit for the COVID scanner. Don't give room for speculations and people to be attacking, buying. It is needless.
All right.
You see, all more responsibility, their role to audit, they should get the charge. Lead the way. But finally, depending on the information available to the finance minister, depending on the information available to the vice president and the president and all that, I think that there should be some sort of collaboration. Figures my figures different, time on DG information to write that statement. It should be consistent. I'm a being engineer, no guys. I didn't know we're different. Yes, I know. You give room for people to speculate. You understand?
Okay.
To speculate something negative. I don't want that thing.
Yeah. Thank you. Jabata Usuhuma Kuti, sister, ya Ghanaians are not against the payment of taxes, but our problem is we don't see what they use our taxes for. Mukaila Jonas, ya kindly say good morning to Honorable Quartet Titus Glover for me. He's a kind man. That's why the party is craving for his position as national organizer. Sammy Quay says NPP kickstarts the process of electing constituency officers on today, April 19, 2022, and the expectation is that the party emerges as stronger than before. In the Utu Senya East constituency, the contest is also expected to be keen and interesting. Joseph Nabila Francis, more fire. In fact, I choose LPG, Liberal Party of Ghana. Hamza Mohammed says from Pig Farm, good morning, madam. Truth be said, some of us don't trust this government when it comes to the management of our resources. This government is faced with credibility issues. Just take a look at how they are running away from accounting for the COVID funds. Okay. Chelsea Abenasisia, good morning, please. Our water problem in Sakumono is really unbearable now. Please, Ghana Water should come out to tell us the truth, whether the problem is a dry season or chlorine problem, because I learned there is no chlorine to treat the water. Ghana Water, almost is here, and so na shall say it. Inti ade inti na Sakumono for dieno. That's why you problem ma womu. Omo pesi womu hudia ewumu ankasa. Okay, ejatano. Yenko Ben F saying, Osemu for penny. What have I done?
After I
Mante, and as I say, I'm call last topic because
you don't do that.
Factual, it do so
it's on a particular matter. Now we are having a conversation. And if you spare 30 seconds near this guy,
who are we to 30 seconds? 30 seconds, no problem. What is 30 seconds? Let me check my time. 35.
Odikan. Areho na mesrede. In fact, see na minya news we minya ko bi pa Joe Efron Zagas. Anyi no Cape Coast. Was waka baby.
Kafra.
Oh yeah pa. Na Mr. and Mrs. Busumju so wonso worhwe u program in America to na wa ba kroma. Nti oye won ada was na ye ka 7 billion 8 point something billion 17 billion 8 billion because why Juma or health facilities till COVID na we wonder the no manga na ya boka na yentum yenhu from the seat of government, but I don't envy honorable Titus. Honorable Titus you will be ni kwate Titus Global bo odna bo go na ba shiga sane
1 minute
ye hwe na ye fanto ye na me bi so de asema troka
no ni
when discuss kana with the
accountability will come.
no nkwa de mema what
president 18 billion COVID, finance minister to 17.1, vice presidency 8.1 billion, and you don't see anything wrong with that. And you are telling me that when I was thrown, they should be consistent.
Is not welcome.
Well, how long can we leave Ghana and worship our political parties? This is an issue. It's straightforward.
I don't person challenge your own can.
Straight away, can them pedo catch and confund. In fact, they should be consistent. Because if he is a president today, as a friend, Nasa in the bury the BB not the figure to her. None the vice bury the BB not the figure to her. None the finance minister bury the BB not the figure to her. No minimum and then you pay so in the year no a day na day na. Metranam can a nigga man
2 minutes.
My catcher knee straight.
Thank you.
Out on a 2 minutes. Straight. Then I wanted them na ye so nyam so na catcher. And this is where we should. In fact, by now, COVID the audit cry or the edit to ye humo near the 2 H. Now, say, yeah, say COVID, a year and can. LPG crowd the work in position. And in fact, I am happy in the position now. It's about time I want some job. Yeah, what better than baby? We will be saying questions.
Thank you. Pachoji, 2 minutes.
I think on Vama, enter with the year.
2 minutes or day. I'm rebutting.
You are rebutting. Why do you have to rebut me?
Please. Me chane pepe. Me ate me ma enu afọ
Me na edru so esa me kan ben.
Me diabolic ni me she bia ho. Edru so ameba so. O say me man 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I 30 seconds. And chia ya no wi na ba. Say rebata e chane pepe me pe Abuja.
It also benya
Ah, sure.
Minti makuntase.
Okay.
maybe all the confirm here nyina maintenance here
akonta diabolic
akonta mischievous clearly asema me kan one me say dia adibetu abonte no me fo so say o pe akontabu I agree with him.
Okay.
Number 2, Okaya can say what chere Edia Koma Auditor General Kaneno. But Bibian free Mumbai. Nimpa Boni say or they saying new Auditor General no abano. Or better so no aye. And I make can say civil servants amuye juma ewa bem. Mamun traho and my politicians are not any other person. And can't jump down by ye. Akunde boy mobua, asa bubu dada. What does he? And the most of the information, Emma President, Emma Vice President, Emma Finance Minister, no. Yemma consistency, Emma figures now. On job statement, no.
Okay.
Said America, but even America, and America, you want to know
what we are say what the no what's it anymore.
Me say, Auditor General, Omo Kasano, including attorney himself, or your auditor stroke accountant, on what the finance deputy minister, on Miss Energy, on to the boss, Akuntano, Yebebu.
Thank you. 2 minutes now.
Ghana Sigari, the
2 minutes and Sunny call senior benefits and
I think, sir, for the issue of Honorable Daniel Kwateta Glover regarding a different figures, he couldn't have expressed himself better than what he did. Because Oka Assembly Pepe Estate, he said he supports the idea. He mentioned the institutions that should be consistent and individuals that should be consistent. In terms of some honorable kind, as a member of the ruling government, the Obekana Wakana to tell his people say they should be up and doing. And for chief to try to belittle him. Let me say, and I said to try to insinuate. No, maybe I didn't use the right word. I retract.
Thank you.
It's not maybe you didn't use the right word.
Insinuate.
So say I retract.
Okay, I retract.
Then maybe
to insinuate. Say.
Oh yeah.
To insinuate. Say.
I was insinuating.
To insinuate. Say.
I'm the Baba Wara.
Honorable.
Saying to defend him.
I'm here.
One security. As Seven said it. I think say I disagree with him. Honorable did the best. In terms of that
particular campaign manager
thank you.
Topic.
Hey, why is 1 minute?
Oh,
court ruling for be any man.
God.
The High Court any appeal court ruling no by election e beba so. Na eno so say ba say a test of popularity. NDC be person be che say hwe ye da so gina ye na so. E na aban no so be person be che say hwe aban da so e wo fans e wo manfo emu. Enti say by election ba so a test of popularity. Na mo LPG phones so mo be person mo be hu ni say.
Me da say ba na me hwehwe paper bi a publication bi a metie news on Nita FM na omo kan efa say bi a NDC
year before report
can year before report NDC can win the election only if they change their candidate, if it is not John Mahama.
I didn't see it in the papers yet today, but I read it online.
It was one of the useless publications one can ever publish, put out there.
Papa, when you say platform, you say, "Me no me no I'm on for camfo, say o kasa ahote. Ti semi bi ho a o kan na ye bibia o. Wa sha da kan no for na we ja to. Yam fa useless na ma. Yen to me kan say.
I retract.
Me da wase.
But the paper actually say.
Why do you retract?
You don't
want. Onu na wa kasa na we tie ma futu. Chief.
Yes.
This is bad English. The publication was meant to be a useful document.
There's a means of English I did. I am done. I am doing it.
Useless is not a bad English. Dema.
Yes.
And send him profile.
It is a platform.
I will give you the Tezaros. Let's take it as
give me video.
What's that?
Me I have a profile. People.
Chief.
I send you. It's an
Enti ohima
udi egbagba o ara
me de link sa publication ya abetodwe na manya kasa me de link no de no it means I will not use that word again.
Thank you.
But you see, political issues. Any your man yourself the way no. It has been described. Say media no is the fourth estate of the realm.
It's not this agenda estate.
Nah, it's
the agenda estate. It's not the fourth.
Meaning say for mo content estate.
Whether you're 4 say you're 5 you're 10 estate in your womb.
And your move.
Boza.
Let's say I am pretty say.
I'm ready this way.
Now they have a crop on headline. Popularity of those two parties.
They say they're winning.
Headlines carry volume and they carry messages. In your told Trimwa. If you crop already as I'm not headline or different from us.
That's true.
But you see, once you see the headline, you are swaying the minds of the people, the voters. Said we are now dealing with popular parties and not parties that can actually be competent and deliver. And I say we are now not talking about a delivery of projects and I say programs.
Now you are doing grammar and English. Chief no market brofo. Be a sadia who choose to explain the popularity no. And yes, Anna Daily Dispatch explaining.
Papa, you see the word popularity. Obi biara obehun as a headline. And now say you can say the popularity between Chief ne Honorable Daniela. Who judge over can say more like fame, the old fame. Fame, so there's no substance in fame.
Nagana for no more to about more substance no more to about.
That is where the problem is. So it is important. It is the responsibility of the media to educate us not on handsome men, popularities, but rather competency of delivery of programs and projects.
Okay.
And no one until the moment somebody like a poster of Ben Epson's caliber, everybody to just say it is a test of popularity. No, immediately you are failed as a poster. Say, oh, back country and say you show about popularity, and you are not thinking about what the previous administration.
If he says, "Oh, can open Ben Epson there now?" She said, "Na me cheche mu no." Wo ase north wa na say empo by elections no, e ma saban a wote so hu say omanfo no ehu mesan medaso gina me na so omanfo no enim na said ya wonu nso ewo opposition a wo boaboa ne ho a wonu nso ehwe se medi nkunim a na be che se sa omanfo no kon do me omanfo na fe me enti o pa kire se si a se ye to by election wa ase north a o be hwe se why na ogina ne na so wo omanya manwesem aban no eda so ekura ne fame a wo kan ne fans wo omanfo ne no oda so kura mu ana ogini din omanfo ne nim ana so say opposition for no a wo mo eda so a ewodi e wo omanfo ne so omanfo kai wo mo say omo so de be hwe omo wan hwe say oh ene na che say de di ani ma 2024 no ye gina baby what is wrong if the poster says that
enti ye ko by election na Liberal Party of Ghana ye din isika e question crofo kutupa ye mo bribe kese na mo to man ma ye candidate just say ye popular is that the case?
But say unim said the influencing crofo mo to aba no e ye niama bebre and over the years no aba ya to at least for Fourth Republic mu no ye beto any ya to awie no polls aya amanfo hwete mu 40 openi benefits mu ye de ba no obia ne dia ohwe any kosa obisa any de e kan omanfo no eto omu tim ana omu hwe so e de to aba so omu di yi mampeni ana say omu di eyi mrache bedwen
just I am so akasa bebre nemo menfa because in the sense say what can be say yeah e bi omu pese omu hwe di ogina ne na so di ogina na so de babro fo ma be kan say obi ogina ne na so in terms of what in terms of development ana sa bia na ye kwakoto aba no nkrofo ne be hwe de aban we oba so waye as against the aban we free holder than oye and now said the LPG so ba ombe based on sema ye be ka kire omo popularity does not come in the moment you bring the issue of popularity you are reducing the system of governance to more or less you are ridiculing it say who di ho fel ye mfa popularity if you remember some few years ago omo payenko for dey no be yan din gentle giant yes we are sexy yes what you say Ebedro John Mahama so is the most handsome man in Ghana so and so Oma can say bebre into at a point no we were trying to insinuate say aba ye court na gina ho fe so and that is why I'm saying that
okay ho fe o mu
I'm drawing example from previous elections.
Which has been the case. Yeni Ghana. And an uncle for Papa J or your junior Jesus, Bema ni Munyan for, Bema Coco, Bema Fefe, Papa J, Papa for yourself, or your gentle giants, Bema Tintin Gramo, sexy eyes. Uni Ghana, Unim San Yama Winina, in Sunsan, so a bank of photos.
Just I don't know the American said this type of publications, no.
But this man is not talking as a senior journalist.
So just I
or Kasase poster.
Oh yes, woman Kasadi and
Papa Nyesa, me pese metewase. Say openi benese, e wom secretary ye ni paper. Now so wa kan ade na won say according to poster Ben Essen. It means that Sisia, you know, he is speaking as a poster and not as a journalist. And I'm saying
so we are we should sway away from that issue of handsomeness, popularity, so we should leave that aspect and come into the realm of development.
But now he's talking as a poster. Onja Juma as a poster no.
Poster be wo kasa na wo hwe e kire se ebia ye de bibi fa kire because sometimes no ebia nkrofo gina wo kwan so wo do license be ma omo no na wo hwe
na boni point na memra
paper ni tira se na bibi afi into we are saying some of the publications the moment you see the headline we baby afi say ade baby akeka koi. You cannot come and tell me, say, we are going to vote based on popularity.
About policy being to me popular.
You see,
Obi manifesto, opposition, the manifesto in same being to me popular.
That's popularity give us, how do you call it? Put money in our pocket.
All right.
We are saying, we should leave the issue of popularity.
Yes, thank you.
Say, it is not, we are not going to for these by-elections. I say be a Asen South MP.
North.
Where Asen North. Maybe I'm talking about a different place. Let's say where Canada, Japan. Where plenty into Yantomano. We are talking about competencies and perform between aye jumano.
The one competency ni muna mana beye popular and I be one competency ni mu ama odia gidi. Yes, Papa.
So I can your publication.
Say I don't know offline into the
I am saying this type of publications. And yes,
Ghana for
it sways the minds of the electorate, the voting. Into say so more control. Oh, you see, as much as popular. This time you want to be UTV. Into say when you're competent, once I go to number 2.
Thank you.
And that is where I am saying that as a country, we should move away from there and rather tackle the issues of 3 people, president, his vice, and his finance minister, giving different figures about COVID. Now, after COVID, no crop, almost the levy at 3 years so, and yes, almost the 3 years so, and that
what's the COVID now? And then how the popularity COVID.
These people are not popular for what they have done. How can these things make them popular? But did
Ben FC make it a categorical statement? And
I'm saying, they should desist. Media, you are inclusive. When desist from those publications, those headlines are EMFA development.
Emma, thank you, mommy. Honorable titles global. I say not by election. Will it be a test of popularity or a test of competency?
It can be both.
Okay.
Depending on where you sit.
All right.
And how you want to analyze the issues. Now, you see. And this is for no, they didn't help the gentleman. Made my elections twice. When you primaries, and son will be a candidate on the ticket of your party. Your party, the tick will a show crack time and be and son, you may pass up. Nay, you are a party. Parliamentary candidates, you didn't accommodate. NDC didn't do their work well. I'm even told.
Now you see the any work where?
Miss Now, and this was an America into my income.
But so file
the
state organization
the man.
He do COVID when
the party for the bear, you know, and no or the parliament.
Yeah,
you see, no, your cross check. Ono wa set rules and I'm trying to say.
Now they are should be
Obi di ade abrewa. Ono asenti di obi ade beko bi obeje.
You no ya okebobe o.
Ah, enye hwe. Ude de mbeka bia mo nkan kasa no mentie ngame.
We da we na ya de wo to ba. Na me patch say the NDC party didn't do their work well. And I hold them responsible for the problems
and
of
EC did their work well.
Their old man no the church no their other fella.
Enti di obi ade beko bia no de kosa on cross checking the criteria now or the at.
Catch me.
Are you doing your
work?
work?
You don't have the platform. Thank you. Pacho ye weju. Kasa.
It was a be man make council.
Enti yeah. Wouldn't him say when you have dual citizenship. O man for krata wasabe ji Ghana di krata. Or see Jabako no to and Sana ube file.
Wanna say.
And that's what the constitution is saying. One for Nejuma. Because you want to eat your cake and have it.
I'm not quite sure, but unim says still as in people no. Omun kanye papa no wa appeal that's what court. Inti said a be na echinam kunye nkonya contempt ninti. Eya ne aya careful to go into the substantive matter.
Yate.
Thank you.
Enti ina me catch me no. Okay. Juma was so to make sure say the Canadian citizenship or the better war and some were filing no. So they are to be blamed for failing to do what was right. Now, I see not by elections on the same front page. Hanabisu, I can't say you all. Or see, I see not by election we do or die. NDC BCU.
Okay.
Hey, BCU, we about Mauno Kasa, Banu Kasa. And yes, or battle. Who about
this is not fair.
No.
About politics. No. It is a Bema, Bema can Bema time. Your politics now.
This I know NDC.
What's the meaning of do or die?
Look, you know,
floor to the Casampacha.
And don't join interjection, you know. Discourse analysis.
Don't take your mind.
This is a statement my big brother and the former president has made that 2024 is a do and die.
Omoye, and what did you tell them?
Obika no muse ni okani nye. Na wo Obabesia women organizer.
Obabesia say
okay, organizer.
Women or more politics
I expect you to condemn this statement just made.
How? Is that what we are discussing?
We are doing as no.
Oh,
and the women organizer of the NDC.
Is that what we are discussing?
Also, about do and die.
So you Obabesia, and then.
No, I mean, can you say?
And you can't say no, not Jai Obabesia.
Yeah, she's a woman organizer. Woman, because they're saying. Now, tell you what I mean.
No, you say more men organizer or your Bema.
Woman organizer, and to make couple of farming country.
Jai, that emphasis on Obabesia.
You know, when it comes to women, you can't win against it. Let's just move on.
And then I was also
fine. So you
why do you make such a statement? Are we going to war because of by-elections? I disagree with Hannah.
Great.
And this is also Uba, Uba Shamo, Yaba, Yaba, and yen tokwa. And yen tokwa. Kokawa dear, Namsumin Kami. At the end of the day, when you look at the statistics, yeah, NDC for Enya 17,489, 55.21 on the parliamentary elections. MPP nya 14,193, 44. The presidential, Nadado nya 51.69, 48.31%. It tells us that there's a problem. NPP people did not vote. Why should the president win that vote and the parliamentary will lost? It tells you there's an issue. So we resolve our differences. That seat, MPP will take it. Enyen toko bi ayeko kun tokwa. Enyen toko bi ayeko kun. No babesia, ube jena ude bi onu na wo kasa. Do and die. Yen kasa sa. So clearly, what I want to tell my colleagues, I was in North, I in Central, I in South. Yen ebeko from akoyejuma.
Thank you.
We'll move into the hamlets. We'll go and sleep there. We'll do the campaign. And then people win the seat. Finito. And yet, Kasabe, and in Tokwa, any ewu, the ewu, jet, I'm from. Do and I say, you come about Rajan. Yan Kasasa.
Thank you.
Got there. Nixon, talk to her, the woman organizer. Tell her to be mindful.
You are done. Yes, Chief is the final person.
You have been exposed.
I hear you.
You have been exposed.
I hear you.
Honorable
If I
Titus.
make mistake,
Honorable Titus Nikwate Glover.
no, Titus Glover. The Titus Glover is hyphenated or one name.
Titus. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover.
Yeah, no.
What's correct?
Hypocrisy is as equal as Titus.
You see the person.
Hypocrisy.
Chief.
You see,
I'm begging you.
it's
This
below
one,
the belt.
I say.
He said that NDC and you into a train.
Oh.
Now when he got
You
to
see,
hello,
that was a party, but this
She
one,
said.
as an individual,
I said hypocrisy is as equal as Titus Glover.
is it not too harsh?
Ask
You are
him
attacking
why.
him.
I would not
because
attack.
him person.
He's my in-law. Even Easter he called me with our program. He's my in-law. You leave it for us.
He know I can
I
punch him
should
hard.
leave it for you.
I can punch
But
him.
you
Let
are
me
saying
continue.
it on my platform.
You should continue.
It is
Yano.
the hypocrisy is for this topic. Not that he's a hypocrite as a person.
Yano. Go ahead.
He is not. On this topic, he's being hypocritical. Titus sat here and said that when we were even talking about expenditure on COVID, Omangana Yensika. Also, his issue had to do with more Troy and
And they're two different things.
And then he comes to
are two different
by-elections
things.
and he says, oh, NDC didn't do due diligence.
No, not by election. Election in general. The Amaya Bedru.
I'm saying,
You have caused the pain of
I'm
this
saying that
gentleman.
there's a topic
To the
of
extent that when he
by-election.
even when there was an injunction on
you
him,
don't
And he
Parliament,
is
so
saying,
you even allow the man because you want your votes.
Chief,
Because you want your vote.
I am telling the people why I say you are hypocrite on this matter, not
on
your
this
person.
matter.
On this
I'm
matter.
not a hypocrite.
Wanting,
Oh no, there. We explain respectfully. He's not on this matter. He's being hypocritical, and I will explain. Also, no do NDC for anyade. Now, when it got to saving the people of this country, yes, Kana, Dahedi, Dumanes, Kana, presidency day, ministers day, vice presidency day, on the way, on so far to change. He went on Hanabisu, even though that is not the main aim.
It is a sin not by election.
I agree.
Will be do and die.
It's a win or die.
This one.
They are saying of it's a win or die.
We'll be on the ground.
I'm saying it's a win or die.
We'll go
Die
down.
now, bad baby.
Why? You show us what to say.
How about if we also present?
I will be your stars Rautra no pay.
We'll be there.
I am over 52 program in a year. And I miss me be so close and there. Obi Ntrem Obi ka President Akufo-Addo then candidate Etiwa ye tro mu bibi kakra ye nyina ye kura mienu or die be die. Want it?
And Christina later last day wa me church mu dey to cancer or chairman general show.
Who problem you there me ye bi so onye there or kan na wanka. Hwehwenyim ni is too much.
Your mama said do it.
That face, looking face.
Your mama said do it.
Ghana for I represent.
do it.
Missy win or die. Your mama said do it. I mean Missy win or die.
Okay.
Stand by. Battle pillar or listen to me. The topic here was asking popularity and whatever.
Asking by election. Asking not.
I just wanted to clear this one. Now, me my one watching Ghana for hypocrites in what does. President Akufo-Addo also all die be die. MPP for who one can. All die be die. Do or die means the ordinary common. I even as you have control, so he cry. Tum kaden so here you control. Or you do or die. You make sure the blue paper. It's said or your grammar.
John comes when yet.
Is it?
Confirm it. What John said is bad. Depends on what
you
want to shift.
Want to situate it. But every discerning mind listening knows they do or die necessarily does not mean that you're going to kill people.
Who told you that?
And so you can choose. What is wrong with Obabesia? If you are this and not culture Obabesia, allow them to do what they will do. If you are madam or Ibeina, Joy Besia. Also want to write. Listen. As not like he rightly said, between the two MPs, Jason Jachi Honorable, and a lady no friend then, Jachi Kwesi, that's his name. He's called James Jachi Kwesi. Na Abna, Oye Mensa, MPP candidate. 3,305. 3,305 difference of votes. Normal Honorable Jason Kwesi, James Kwesi, Oba, what do you call Parliament? Nsroma Abakot. Nse some no court in year fund the people discussion aye na year fund obi anam pempendre do there.
The ruling no e kasa de
Na friend honorable Benefsin say na some all Kenya. Na no che the election no grow e fala. Popularity. Say ye can dey people win election because political party or popular. Hey, Uncle Foma, he goes around all the time and he knows how the people are crying. That's why they want new faces to make sure that they try and let people feel okay.
So they are crying for new faces or they are crying for the old faces that
the NPP as a political party need popularity no oko zero. Now wala be same people for one what to aban. 1.2 money bill. Because what to about them MPP we cry next car yeah they boo. Yeah that COVID cry Becca president Becca different. Finance minister Becca different. Vice president Becca different. Now we say be any more render. Tigana fu wonyimu wa ase not fu wonyimu wa won render. All reporters and all sister stations me monitor on last week. I woko engaging krofu wo form. I would be someone a wo form. One wo form no asem kranyi de MP ni krane de nka wo titi no court onye fun no san fa ne bra around 2. No wo ba ship won kra more than ma wonya no. And you know I want to let you understand that when we say do or die in the elections we are going for 2024. We know why we're saying that. We're in this country, elections, we don't shoot. People were shot at Techiman. Because they thought that this is the way I feel the way to na crowd control, no way. Police, if you military, full crowd control, now watching, no, are they not Ghanaians? They shot them. And people are telling you that this time around, unless the bullet one, it kills 300 people, which is not possible because one bullet offer one person. And we'll make sure there's a hand ballot na the 2 box nim and na ye winning a banner. On no can be ever for that ye be jina ye defend na we declare mo bien there. Meditumun onu no. That is the do or die we're talking about. And if there is life for crowd, of course.
Mr.
President Kufuor also all die be die. Nkofunkonko ne wu bia you election you kona wo bo pa.
Naziru said they will kill
President Akufo-Addo.
Naziru,
President Akufo-Addo.
Your colleague.
He said that you didn't see anything wrong.
Kill for democracy.
Media didn't see anything. Ghanaians they didn't see anything wrong. And when we say do or die, you can go and swim in the sea. We will still stand by that. And we'll make sure the elections is free and fair.
Thank you.
After all, Abani Yakoton is by the thumb. It's not by bullets.
So the more reason why in Sanka die now me man ka yebeko so.
On America there, in Soshepu, work on Soja, or depend in the context they used to do or die.
Thank you.
Put your phone in a dictionary na.
Not
examples or the bamo.
Pon yebepon.
That's what I'm gonna say. In fact, I say no for the so walk benesi more that big crowd nature the abopada.
Thank you.
Because NDC is more popular than MPP in terms of the party nor babeya the papada man. If I say no one country.
Me da say. Ejaje 1 minute na say na me.
I say omumbi no nyina they are losing side of the fact say LPG we can decide also to contest.
Oh.
Until you be winning, but it's substantive issue.
But LPG was 0.0.
Honorable
last election.
Honorable Ekabebi in his analysis say presidential vote no. His Excellency the sitting president winning
51.
And
169.
the candidate eluzu
North.
Yes, into NPP am vote. I'm surprised because say the former president on also one winning. Na second on a candidate when it means say equally no on also one vote and this is so vote. So if you make that comparison and say NPP and vote it doesn't tally. As a result of our party no, it be at 2 sides no. Microphone side say they will not vote.
Oh problem is chief maybe say question catch me say me na me check the omonka na papa yi wonu no why na analysis say also na obeche ne say the onka na.
My analysis ne say yenso ye lazy a boot. Say yes can you say be contested there. Omo hwe yenim.
That's it. Oraya Asanita no national organizer ma LPG. The oteto anu o she mfimfini a waje no ye Browns orange captain no CBHN chief.
Oh sorry.
Bini.
But you're sorry. LPG wonya 0.07
Nti na wo bra ho say
representing 20.
na sanka bisa mi anka
Pacho Chief Bine no Deputy National Organizer ma NDC and Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover or your former MP Tema East former Deputy Minister for Transport and then Obwabwa who so be jina pre National Organizer the Breno ewo NPP mu se Breno Drusua empeni for me da monsepa anope me di de yakuna ma anope me na bedi
ya catch honorable say next time so be organizer or there ba kwa bedi staff because MPP for no bebre will be say what you who ni no TV so and I'm sure correct pa but anope go ya hypocritical
yakuna mani o Pacho yakra mo china de Nsroma besa ya ba ya bisha mo do chile de